Hello, lovelies. Welcome to another episode of Wedding Wednesday Q&A, where we answer your wedding questions. Today's question is, what can I DIY at my wedding that will not stress me out? Absolutely fair question. Why would you want to DIY aspects of your wedding? And should you even consider DIYing some things for your wedding? And that's what we're going to go over today. See, with regards to a topic like this, it's either you go, I hate DIY stuff, I cannot stand them, they are a waste of time. Or you can also go, oh my god, this is so much fun. We can totally spend time together and DIY this. Well, what's it gonna be for you? There are aspects of your wedding that can be manageable to do it yourself. However, we want to start by saying that evaluating your time, level of commitment, and what is currently on your plate that is yet to be done. The operative word being yet to be done. Your wedding still needs essential pros like your photographer, videographer, caterer, and other wedding essentials that only a professional can pull off. What we are outlining here are great ideas that you can consider to do yourself. First off on our list is invitations and stationery. You can certainly manage this. There are super easy templates and printables that you can do at home, especially if you have time. Also, if you're really into making things so much easier and eco-friendly, why not consider setting email invitations instead? You can send them digitally and also track RSVPs and send follow-ups so much easier. You can also do a mix of web-based and printed, especially if you have guests that are not comfortable with web-based access. So for example, you can send your save the date printed, and then on your save the date, you can print your website and have your guests log in and register, and then that way you can send them any updates or further information about your wedding. Next on the list is Decor. This is the most popular thing among newlyweds-to-be to DIY. Not only are they fun to do, but they actually have significant savings attached to them when done right. Again, operative phrase, when done right. A few super easy DIY decor ideas like dried flower arrangements or super easy greenery DIY centerpiece are some things that you might want to consider. In the article that we've written about this topic, you can click on the links and we can show you step by step how to execute them. Since we are already talking about decor and flowers, next up we have your bouquet. You can definitely try to do this. We made a super easy guide to help you out. The key to DIYing your bouquet, however, is to practice and get you comfortable. We often suggest trying to do a bouquet first at home, probably using grocery flowers, and checking your comfort level to see if this is something that you want to commit to. Now, a wedding would not be complete without food. This is a tricky part to DIY, especially if you have more than 30 people. If you are doing an intimate or micro wedding, we would say, yeah, sure, that can be manageable. That's probably something you can pull off. However, for more than 30 people, there will be many logistical and sanitary challenges that you will get into. If you're doing a brunch wedding, this might work for you because you can use frozen food. I know, cringe. But hear us out here. You can use frozen food that are okay being served cold. The key here is that there's nobody that's going to replenish the food or heat it up, especially if you're DIYing it, unless you hire help for that specific day to serve the food for you. So mainly what you can do is that you can prep the food beforehand, and then you can hire a server or a kitchen help that can execute for the day of the wedding. Up next, the cake, because it ain't a party without a cake. Are you okay DIYing the cake? Because why not? This can be surprisingly easy to do, especially if you're looking for non-custom ideas, but literally just to have cake. You can purchase a round cake and stick some super cute cake toppers you can buy off Amazon or Etsy that will make your regular grocery cake into a wedding cake. This is to use just for presentation. To serve the cake, you can purchase a slab cake and have the kitchen serve it. There might be some cutting fees and rental of the plates involved, but it will be significantly less than customizing a 3+ tiered cake. Let's talk about drinks. What about the bar? Is this something you can DIY? Because this is super important. And it might be something that you can possibly DIY. You might need some help on the execution side, however. So you can hire event staff that can serve for about 4 to 5 hours to help you execute and serve the drinks that you have initially bought or prepared. So basically, you plan everything around it. You buy the booze, you do the drinks, the mixes, and everything else. And then someone else will just serve it and manage that station or that bar for you. Next up is entertainment. We think that deciding what entertainment looks like to you is so important. This may mean entertainers and probably some performances, some slideshows playing, a band, someone singing. So definitely there are a lot of different things that you can consider as entertainment, and that's something you have to decide on what that looks like for you. Setting an understanding of what that means to you is important to decide if this is a DIY project you wanted to take on. Whether you want to DJ your own wedding, you want to have your own playlist, maybe have some games ready, just anything that you think is important to you in terms of entertaining your guests. So let's talk about the cocktail hour. If you can set up stations and not hire a server, this can definitely be a good DIY project. In conclusion, as we mentioned earlier, evaluate all DIY ideas and give yourself generous completion time estimates, especially if you have not done them at all before. Also, remember that you might need to purchase some of them first to try or do a dry run before the wedding to ensure they are good to go. Finally, check on how much you're spending in total, including the trials and the dry run, versus actually hiring a wedding vendor for that specific task. Also, factor in the time and the stress and the commitment and all this thinking time, all the practice that you have to do, and ask yourself if it is worth it. Because if it is, then absolutely go for it. We are here for you. We are here to support you all the way and also to inspire you to celebrate life and love. Download your free wedding planning kit linked below and get more info on how you can send your own wedding question, as well as enter our monthly gift card giveaway. Until next time, lovelies, bye!